2 days before the cross, Jesus sat on a hillside and told 4 men how the world ends. They asked him one question: what will be the sign of your coming and of the end? His answer surprises almost everyone, because the signs people quote the most, he said, are not the end. Wars and rumors of wars, Jesus named them first. Then he added 3 words: not yet the end. Famines, earthquakes, nation rising against nation. He called all of it the beginning of birth pains. Painful, yes. Real, yes. But not the sign. The earth has always shaken. Rome burned. Plagues emptied cities. Every generation was sure the end had come. And notice what Jesus warned about most. Not war, deception. Many will come in my name, he said, and they will lead many astray. So if the headlines are not the sign, and the disasters are not the sign, what is? Jesus gave one picture, and it is stranger than you think. As it was in the days of Noah, he said, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. That is the sign. The world circling back to Noah's world. So everything hangs on one question. What were the days of Noah actually like? Genesis gives 3 marks, and the first is not what you expect. Mark 1. Ordinary life at full volume. Eating and drinking, marrying and giving, in marriage, dinner parties and weddings, right up to the day the rain started. Mark 2. Corruption underneath the normal. The earth was filled with violence, Genesis says. Every intention of the heart was only evil, continually. It was the age of the Watchers and the Nephilim, heaven's boundaries broken, human nature corrupted, and almost nobody thought anything was wrong. Mark 3. Total unawareness. They were unaware until the flood came and swept them all away. Not uninformed, unwilling. Noah preached, nobody listened. That is the sign Jesus pointed to, not chaos screaming from the sky, corruption wearing normalcy, a world celebrating at the edge of judgment. And one man refused to blend in. For decades, Noah built a ship on dry land while his neighbors laughed. Hebrews says Noah was warned about events as yet unseen. He had no rain cloud to point to, only a word from God. He bet everything on it. Then the door shut. God shut it, Genesis says. 7 days of silence. Then the fountains of the deep broke open. And the people who knew nothing learned everything at once. The coming of the Son of Man will be exactly like that, Jesus said. Sudden, undeniable, final. For his coming will be like lightning that flashes from the east to the west. No secret arrival, no fine print. The whole sky will know at once. So how do you watch for a sign like that? Jesus gave a picture for this too. From the fig tree, learn this lesson. When its branch turns tender, summer is near. When you see all these things, he said, know that he is near. At the very gates. A season you can read, not a date you can circle. Because he also said this, just as plainly. Concerning that day and hour, no one knows. Not the angels, not even the Son, only the Father. Which means every date setter you will ever hear is wrong by definition. Jesus did not give us a calendar. He gave us a climate to recognize. A world of astonishing normal. Feeds full of weddings and dinners, and underneath it, corruption celebrated as progress, and violence filling the earth again. You do not need me to tell you whether that description fits the age you are living in. Jesus simply says, stay awake. So take 3 things from the hillside. First, refuse panic. Wars and earthquakes are birth pains, not the end. The people of God do not trade in fear. Second, the days of Noah call for the faith of Noah. Build what God told you to build, in public, even if the whole age laughs. Third, readiness is not a calculation. It is a relationship. Noah walked with God before he ever swung a hammer. Start there. And remember what the ark really was. One door, standing open for years to anyone who would enter. Peter says that door is Christ. It is still open. The sign Jesus gave is already readable. Not a date, a world. And the same Jesus promised, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. If this helped you read the times with a cooler head and a readier heart, subscribe and share it. And tell me in the comments, which sign of the times do you find hardest to interpret?